I love how this has come together, a no-sew journal. Let's look inside. We have a permanent sari silk closure, a little bit of decoration on the front, and we open it up and we have tuck spots made from hearts, a little bit of decoration, and we have a flip out, and we have 2 tags in that flip out. We have a little pocket here with the heart inside, and then it flips out over here, and we have some journaling space, and we have another pocket with another little fold out. I'm going to take you step-by-step process of making one of these for yourself. Won't you join me? Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Let's get right to how we made that beautiful journal. First, I started with a very plain envelope, and my envelope is 6.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And you'll want to get 3 different patterns of paper. They can be digitals, they can be coffee dyed paper, they can be book pages, they could be paper pad paper. That will be all up to you. First, you'll want to decide what do you want for your inside of your envelope. I'm going to choose this lace as my inside, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to turn my paper on the back side, and I'm just going to lightly trim this out. Now somebody might be saying, why are you taking it out of the middle and not going on the side? It's because on this print, I really don't want this. I want just the lace, so that's why I'm taking it right out of the center. Really what I want to do is I'm going to just cut the sides like this. All right, so it fits into my envelope easily. So what I'd like to do now, let me move these out of the way, is I'm going to glue this down onto here, but I also want a little bit of glue inside my envelope. I find it very difficult to take this out, to put glue on it, and then to try to get it to stick back inside of my envelope correctly. So this is how I do it. I take my glue, and I like to use wet glue. Mine happens to be art glitter glue, and I stick my container into the envelope and press so my glue comes out, and then I glue my flap, and definitely where I fold my envelope I like to add glue, and then I press it down. I find that to be the easiest way to get my paper to be glued down inside of my envelope. Then you'll want to trim that out. That step is complete now. The next thing is that I want to select a print or a book page, whatever it is that you want to be on this side of your envelope. I would like this print to be on this portion of my envelope. I have my glue stick here, and I'm just going to apply my glue on this portion of my envelope. I also want to use my wet glue for around the edges and right here at the fold. And then I will place my paper right on top and smooth it out. And then we'll want to trim this out. So we have that all covered on the outside and the inside. Now what's left is this portion right here. Now, even though this is made with a machine, sometimes the right side is not the same as the left or vice versa. So the way I tackle this is I select my paper that I want to have cover this portion right here, and I need to get this inside of my envelope. So I'm just going to mark with my pencil, and then I'm going to cut inside that mark. and slip my paper into my envelope. Perfect. Alrighty, I've got that in. I'm hoping it's all the way down to the bottom. It surely is. Marking my envelope like this, and some people will say, well, just turn it around and then it won't show on your pretty paper. The problem is when your left side isn't the same as your right side, you do it this way and then it will fit a little better. So I'm going to pull this out, and with my scissors I'm going to trim around, and then let's lay it right on top. Before I glue it down, I'd like to take my gathered twigs and I'm going to ink up around the edge, because this isn't going to fit perfectly. No matter what you do, it's not going to fit perfectly. There's a little bit showing here and a little bit showing here. I'm also going to ink up the edge of my cutout. Now with this piece inked and the envelope inked, we can get this glued down in place like this. I will use my glue stick for the body of the envelope, and I will use my wet glue around my cutout piece. With all the glue that we have added to this envelope, I'm going to need to let it dry before I fold the flap down. So I have my envelope, it's completely dry and it's nice and firm with all the glue and all the extra paper that we added. It's a wonderful, very firm piece, which will be good because this is basically our base for our little journal that we're making. I took a book page and I actually glued 2 pages together. And my page is 8 inches by 5 inches. And I folded one end over 1.5 inches, and I folded the other end over 3 inches. So that gives me a little, it almost looks like a little envelope itself, but I can use this right here in the fold of my envelope, and it clears the base of my envelope perfectly. I'm going to use a paper clip to hold this steady as we work in layering up some pieces. I have a scrap from that paper pad that we have been using lately, and I want to place that right here. Now this is 6 inches by 3 1/4 inch. It was just a scrap that I had. I didn't even trim it down, but it fits really nicely right here. Let's go ahead and let's glue this on this book page flap right here. I'm going to use my wet glue for this, but you use the glue that you like. I'm going to glue it right in place, and I'm just eyeballing it to make sure that, you know, it's fairly even on either side. No measuring here. So far, so good. I have one of those larger doilies that I've just cut down so that it will fit right here. Yes, it's a little too long, but we can trim that up later. So I want to glue this right on top of this paper. I'm going to stick with my wet glue here, and just adding some glue on these portions of the doily that have not been cut out, and then laying it into place, maybe something like that, and give it a press. So now we have our doily glued on, and I actually think I'll trim this off right now. Super cute. I took a digital, I backed it on some coffee dyed paper because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with it. And I sewed around the edge, but I think this is a beautiful cover for this little journal. This is when I have to decide, do I want to add my closure underneath this right here? And I think the answer is yes. I have some beautiful cream sari silk from Crimson Heart Studios, but I think it's a little wide, so I'm going to rip it down. So let me find where this is connected. Here it is, and I'll trim this off. Oh, I think half will be just fine. So I'm just going to cut right in the middle and tear. I love doing that. Now I need to clean up all the little strings, and then I'll find the middle. I need to glue this right on my flap. Before I attach my closure, I'd like to glue the flap onto this page right here. That's going to connect the book page in without sewing. So let's add our glue and glue this down. I'm going to use a couple of paper clips just to hold it in place while it completely dries. While I'm waiting for this to dry, I think I'd like to add a little bit of lace right here. All right, so let's see if my glue gun is ready. It is, it's ready. I marked my center of my sari silk, so let's go ahead and remove our paper clips. And I'm going to glue that right on there. Now I can actually take this all the way across. I'm going to glue right across using that point of my envelope and laying my sari silk right in that glue. Then let's lay our little decoration right there over the sari silk. I think I'm going to stick with my hot glue for this. That's a nice sturdy cover. I can remove these clips holding that book page in, because now our book page is held in place by what we added on the flap of the envelope. I think I also want to add a little bit of that lace right there to cover that up. I'm going to turn it inward like this so it's not going to interfere with the closure. We can add a little bit more decoration on the front, but let's continue inward. So this is our cover and the inside of our front cover. As I'm working here, I realized that I might accidentally cut my ties as I'm working. So I'm going to roll them up and use a paper clip so that hopefully I don't accidentally cut them. All right, so we're working right here on the inside cover. I have 3 little hearts, and I thought those would be super cute on the inside. Let's glue these in place. So I want to make a pocket. So I really need to start with the first one. I want to add a little bit of glue right down at the bottom. And then a little bit of glue on this one. And then a little bit of glue on this one. They're pretty cute. Even if I don't use them as pockets, they're super cute right there. I have some more of that pleated tissue paper, and I thought it might be cute to add it here. I'm not sure. Might be too wide. Yeah, I do think I'd like to add it right there. So I'm going to add my glue first, and then add my tissue paper. Making sure we clear that fold. So now with my little tags, I can pop them right into the pockets. All right, let's move over here. What shall we do over here? I have another small scrap. It's 2.5 by 3 1/4 inches, and I thought it would fit perfectly on the book page right here, and we can use it as a pocket. I'll need to ink it up just a little bit with my gathered twigs. And then let's get it glued down. Maybe a little bit more of our little doily right here. We could add a label or a little butterfly, or maybe we could add both. Since we have hearts over here, let's add a little heart for a journaling card. Now over here on this little flip, I have a seed pocket from Chapter 1 papers, and I've cut the little folds off. I've cut the top flap and the side folds, and I think that I'd like to add this one right here. I'm thinking I could actually glue it onto the page, maybe just around the edge, so we have another tuck spot right on the top. 2 of them. Adding a little glue to the sides, not the top. We'll do one first. So let's get this one in place. And then let's get the second pocket in place. What a cute flip. I have 2 tags that I've made that I can slip right in here. And then I can decide how much do I want to cut off. Maybe about right here. Pulls out, we have a pocket. I think we need a little something right here. So let's put this pretty little bow right here. And I'd like to add a flat back pearl in the center of the bow. I think it would be cute to add some pearls at the top of this heart. I added one right here. Let's talk about this area. I thought we could add a little piece of coffee dyed journaling page right here. It'll make a nice area for some journaling. And then that other little seed pocket that I showed you, I thought we could use in the pocket right here. So let me get this glued on. I have another little ruffle, so I'm going to add it right here, and a little bit more lace right here on the edge. Let's add a butterfly right here, maybe a little bit of lace underneath it. Let's add a little rose picture right here. Now let's tie it all together and see what we need to do for the cover. I'm thinking we could use a few buttons on here. So how about if we put 2 down here and 1 up here at the top. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.